What's up, guys? This is the Everything and Anything podcast with your host Malin, and you already know this is the most unprofessional podcast out there. No set agenda, no set design. We just do it. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at Everything and Anything Pod. Leave a like, a comment, or even a share. Also, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Any support helps. And today I'm here with an episode, as you can see, by myself, one of those solo episodes. And today we're talking about being indecisive. That's what we're talking about today, being indecisive. And it's funny because I chose this episode because I was being indecisive and not knowing on what I wanted to talk about, which is kind of funny, but that's what we're doing today. Being indecisive, and that's a big part of life, and especially when it comes to like making decisions and stuff like that, being indecisive is easier to resort to than I guess failure of like picking the wrong decision, or pressure from family. And we're gonna go more in depth with that in a little bit. But yeah, being indecisive, man. Being indecisive. It's crazy because I'm indecisive a lot. I usually, especially when it comes to what I'm going to eat, I feel like I'm less indecisive with bigger decisions that, like, I don't know, with bigger decisions that, like, I guess really, really, matters more than what I'm going to eat. Even though what I'm going to eat really matters. But like, I feel like bigger decisions, like, when it comes down to my business, or, my CMOS business, or this podcast, or just my life, my schoolwork, and things that actually will impact me, I feel like I kind of have like easier choice. I feel like I kind of have like I don't know. Like I choose, like I kind of choose those easier, like you know what I'm saying, like I kind of like pick those choices. Those choices are easier for me than like what I'm gonna eat or what I'm gonna wear, or like just simpler things that don't really impact my life. But I am a very indecisive person when it comes to the small things in life. But like I said, when it comes to the big things in life, like the actual big things in life, I'm like less indecisive. Like I know what I want. Like I know that I want to do this. I want it to go that way, and it's gonna go this way. Hopefully, it actually does go that way, and it goes. And you know what I'm saying. But that's usually how I am when it comes down to like business wise, and not just simple decisions that don't really impact the way I live or like my daily lifestyle. If you know where I'm getting at. But like, I mean, something we're definitely things we're definitely gonna touch. So like, I'm so used to saying we, but me, some things that it's like like some of the causes of indecisiveness and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are like inherently more hesitant when it comes to like making decisions and stuff like that, and it could be because of like fear of failure, which is the first one on my list. Fear of failure, like. I got this from this doctor. She says, Dr. Carly Mary Manley, a clinical psychologist. Those raised in environments where decision making is seen as an opportunity to learn and grow tend to feel more comfortable making choices. So, in a fear of failure situation where like you were growing up and most of your choices were always criticized by the people around you, growing older, it's like you kind of have that fear of that criticism from people around you, and most of the time they're not even they're not even the way your family was, or the people who were around you were, the way they criticize you and stuff like that. And it's hard to get out of that cycle of the fear of failure when it comes down to making a lot of choices for people, because they feel like they have like uh, 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 I don't know. They probably feel like they have like I don't know, like to like a desire to please those people, I guess, which makes no sense because the only person you should be pleasing is yourself. That's that's pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Fear of failure is a big one. Another one is parental influence, and a lot of our parents out here do influence, and a lot of us actually listen to them, bro. The worst people you could actually listen to, your parents, your pastor, and like those people that kind of try to set your life up for you. It's your life. Like, I don't understand why. No, bro, it's your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why you're doing it, why you're living it for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. I mean, not even God forbid. It's definitely going to happen. You know, when parents die and stuff, but God forbid it happens sooner than it's meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? But when parents pass away and stuff, like, who are you doing it for? It was for yourself because now they're dead. Some people try to mourn for ages after that, bro. You're just life is life, bro. Death is a part of life. You gotta move on. You're living for yourself. You're living for yourself until you have kids and wife. You're living for yourself. When you have kids and wife, I believe that I guess you're living for, you have other people to worry about. You have other people, you have responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So you're living for yourself. You gotta always be happy, but you still have responsibilities to take care of other people. And that's the the parental influence. Like, the root of your decision may go back to parental influence. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, PhD, a sports performance psychologist, PhD Haley Perlis. If someone has grown up with overbearing parents, they may not have an opportunity to make decisions independently. There was never any chance for the person to fail or succeed by themselves. So it's like you always depend on your parents to make the decision for you. You should never depend on your parents to make those decisions for you when you get to a certain point in life, bro. Because, like I said, when parents are gone, it's just you. It's just you. So who were you doing it for, them or you? That's what people got to think about. My mom always tells me this, and I always tell my mom this. I'm not doing nothing for you. I'm not in college for you. It's nice. You proud of me. Makes me feel good that you're proud of me. Sure. But hey, I'm paying my own college. So it's like, I'm doing it for me, bro. You should be doing you for you. Because at this point, we like, I'm grown. But at this point, it's like we all doing it for ourselves, bro. We all gotta be content with who we are before we could help anyone else. Kids, wife, parents, whoever it is, husband, whatever it may be, a significant other, kids, whatever. You always gotta make sure that you're content, you're happy, you're good. Because without all of that, you can't provide and be the person that they want you to be, that they expect you to be. You cannot be that person that you yourself want to be. So that's a main thing when it comes to this parental influence and stuff like that. So always look out for your parents when it comes to them making decisions for you, because shit happens and they're gonna become a time when they can't make the decisions for you anymore. Another thing that could make people so indecisive, man, and it's crazy because this one is a big one, is being a perfectionist. Perfectionism can lead to numerous health problems, including anxiety, depression, and just burnout. Like, bro, this world is not perfect. The fact that we're not perfect makes all of us perfect. So the fact that people call themselves perfectionists or want everything to be perfect clean cut, uh that bro, that's not gonna happen. When someone constantly sees their opinions categorized as right and wrong, they may find themselves paralyzed at the thought of accidentally choosing the wrong decision. Perlis says this leads to a constant back and forth as they struggle to figure out the correct choice. And this is by Haley Perlis, PhD. You know, she's a sports and performance psychologist. So it's like the just the thought of choosing the right and wrong decision makes people go crazy. Makes you like, it's not even go crazy. It's the wrong choice of words right there. Like, it just, I guess it does make you go crazy, but I don't know. This gives you anxiety, depression, and you just feel like you're burnt out. You just feel like you're done. Who wants to feel like that? No one wants to feel like that. No one wants to feel like they're done, like they're it like it's burnout for them, bro. No one wants to feel like that. So when people come and say that, oh, this has to be perfect, I just simply just laugh, smirk, like, okay, sure, like, let's see, because it's how. Like I said, the fact that we are all not perfect, that's literally the thing that makes us perfect, which is crazy. That's the thing that makes us not perfect, bro. The fact that we're not perfect. And that's a thing that everybody should understand, is that, like, what the fact that we are not perfect, that's what makes us not, that's what makes us, you know, that's what makes us who we are. That's what makes us not, that's what makes us the perfect, the perfect human beings that we're meant to be. The fact that we're not perfect, everybody's not the same, everybody is different, everybody has a something going on, you know what I'm saying, that's different than the other person. And you should never be like, oh, I'm perfect, or and he's not perfect. Like, that's, no, bro. Like, we're all not perfect, and that's what makes everyone as a whole perfect. So you're not a perfectionist. Get out of your head. And though this one you see a lot. I see a lot. People pleaser. Do you want to constantly worry about what others think? Come on, bro. If you're a people pleaser, you may find yourself constantly struggling internally between choice A, what you want, and choice B, what others want. Same Hurley Perlis said that, PhD, sports psychologist. People pleasers, like, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Like, bro. It goes back to the parental influence, how you're living for yourself, you're not living for other people. Why are you out here trying to prove to other people that you're good enough? Are you not good enough for yourself? Like I said, that's all that matters. And I'm different. I always tell my friends this. I always tell people that I hang out with this, bro. I'm different. The way I look at the world may not be the same way that a lot of people look at the world, bro, because my background may be different, who I am may be different, type of music you listen to influences the way you think and watch the world. Literally saw that in the study the other day. So all of these factors on the way I think, bro, it's definitely made me who I am, obviously, and made me not care a lot about certain things, like people pleasing. Bro, if I'm not pleased, I'm not worried about you and what you have. I'm not worried about y'all. I'm not worried about nobody. If I'm not pleased with my stuff and how I'm pleased with what I'm doing, man, I'm not worried about you. If I'm pleased, then somebody out there will be pleased. My crowd will come to me. My people will come to me. I don't have to try and fit in, push myself into a certain crowd. I feel like that's cool, or that's what everybody is in, I should be in there too. Hell no, man. Let's move on. A lot of people lose sight of the bigger picture, and that's kind of a lot of indecisive. That's where a lot of indecisiveness comes to, and I see that a lot. I see that a lot in like Brooklyn. I see that a lot in Brooklyn. You know, that's where I live. By the way, I'm on campus. By the way, in Syracuse, Lemoyne College. That's where I attend college. But yeah, this is my room. I hope you'll like it. So as you could see, but a lot of people do lose sight of the bigger picture, and it's like that makes a lot of people indecisive. I guess too. It could make you indecisive because I guess you kind of I guess you kind of um like when you lose sight of the bigger picture, it makes you not make the right decisions. Makes you choose between the thing that you already know that you're supposed to be doing, and the choice where like the one where you know you're supposed to be doing, and the one where you know you're not supposed to be doing. Like indecisiveness makes you choose between stuff like that when you lose sight of the bigger picture. And like this goes back to focusing on what matters. People get lost in the details and become overwhelmed, and that's I guess that's like a form of anxiety too. And a lot of people struggle with anxiety. I get that. I struggle with anxiety too, especially when it comes down to like my schoolwork and stuff like that. Because like, man, I'm a procrastinator, and I kind of do it to myself. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't lose sight of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is in front of me. It's there. I know what I have to do. I'm doing it. But sometimes it's just hard. It's just extremely hard to freaking think about 5 years from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, when you're struggling with things right now that's in front of you that you have to deal with. And shit is just it's difficult sometimes, man. It's difficult for most people. Some people may think like it's a 1, 2, 3 process, but it's difficult. It's difficult, bro. It's difficult. And I think that this sometimes gets to me, losing sight of the bigger picture, because like I said, there's so much that goes on in life that, and it makes you pick between what makes you pick between what you know you're supposed to be already doing, and like what you know you're not supposed to be doing, which I guess is the wrong decision. And like most people strive for some kind of goal, whether professionally, spiritually, or mentally, Perlis says. However, when one begins to lose sight of these goals, they often start to lose sight of how they'll get to the goals as well, leaving them feeling lost and confused when it comes time to decide which direction they should take. And that's exactly what I was saying. You kind of lose sight about on the big picture, which is what you're supposed to be doing, but then when you lose sight, it makes you pick a whole bunch of small picture decisions that doesn't really matter in life, bro, and you kind of just start being indecisive and doing stuff that you're basically not supposed to be doing. But a lot of people, self-confidence is a key component of decision making too. So a lot of people lack confidence, and that could be a big decision. That could be a big thing in being indecisive, because you sometimes you don't want to look dumb to certain people when you choose this decision. You don't want to raise your hand in class because you don't want to say a dumb question when there's nothing such as a dumb question. You know what I'm saying? Or like, and especially if you don't know the answer in a question, a lot of people just feel like, oh, this answer may be dumb, even though you know exactly what you're talking about. You gotta have confidence in what you're saying and what you're doing and everything that goes on. Like, for example, I was telling my friends, like, I did the Queen Elizabeth episode about 2 episodes back when she passed away, and I was telling my friends I was a little bit nervous because it was a solo episode, and I told them like I spoke a whole bunch of bullshit on that episode, Joe. And I'm kind of getting used to, and it's crazy. This is my, I guess, second solo episode, and I mean, I already got cameras on, like on me, and I'm like getting used to looking at these two cameras and stuff, man. Like, come on, like this shit is, you gotta have confidence in what you're doing. Because if I didn't have confidence in what I'm doing and my work and the fact that people actually want to listen and watch me, I wouldn't be doing this at all. I wouldn't be doing none of this at all, man. I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't be doing nothing, because confidence is key. Confidence is key in everything that you do. Confidence is what makes things happen for you. Confidence is what brings people to you, and like people who are meant to be in your life, the right people to you, not the wrong people. Because some people don't like confidence, and they won't even talk to you or respect you just because you have more confidence than them. More confidence than them. I have to say that right. English be mixing up when I'm passionate about what I'm talking about, you know. But I mean, that's very common when you lack proper knowledge of the subject. Moving on to the next thing, when you lack proper knowledge of the subject, obviously that could make you very indecisive, because you don't know what good or bad this choice has for you, or what good or bad that choice has for you. So I definitely get that. You know what I'm saying? And it could be mental health, like anxiety and stress, and just trauma, and even Alzheimer's. So, but now we could talk about, like, I guess, methods to kind of help us make decisions. You know what I mean? And starting off is make decisions for yourself. Parents, pastors, nobody around you, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, brothers should be making your decisions. You should have enough confidence in yourself to make your own decisions, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for you, bro. You're doing it for you. I'm confident in what I'm doing. Many people may, I don't know, may look at this as weird. All my friends may be like, ha ha ha, laugh, look at Malin on this thing. I know it's gonna happen, but I have confidence in this thing that I'm doing, bro. I have confidence in what I'm doing. I have confidence in everything I have confidence in myself, bro. I wouldn't be doing it, like I said, if I didn't have confidence. The next one is develop your confidence. I moved on to it without even knowing, I forgot that was the next one. Let things go. The fear that comes with worrying about making the wrong decision can be paralyzing. Try not to worry about mistakes. They are part of life. Just let things go, bro. Life is very simple. I always have this conversation with one of my friends, and I always tell her that life is simple, because she always tend to dwell on the small things that life tend to throws at her, and like be like, oh, I'm having a terrible life over the smallest thing, bro. And I'm just like, bro, it's not that serious. It's really not, though. Because what are you gonna do when the big things in life actually happen? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do then? Yeah. What are you gonna do then? That's yeah.
Seamoss.
I'm not saying I like Seamoss just because it's my boy. That shit is good.
She fuck with the Seamoss, yo.
Tap in, y'all. That shit is great.
Tap
It's
in
worth
with the
for $7. You won't regret it, man. Maze Tropical Seamoss. Go follow that on Instagram.
Tap in.
Advertisement time. Today we have Maze Tropical Sea Moss, wild crafted fruit infused sea moss, fruits and sea moss from the beautiful island of St. Lucia. And if you don't know about sea moss, man, sea moss has 92 out of 102 minerals that the body needs. Sea moss has a whole bunch of other minerals and nutritions, and you know, just like health benefits like protein, calcium, sulfur, iodine, magnesium, and that's just a few of them. Sea moss is also good for pregnant women because it gives you and the baby nutrients, because it's jam packed with nutrients. You know, sea moss is also good for smokers because it removes the phlegm in your chest and your throat. It clears out your sinuses and all of that stuff. Sea moss is also good for sex, man. It could boost your sex drive. So if you're not all there, drink that sea moss. Sea moss also has way more nutrition, vitamins, minerals than any other multivitamins there is out there. Man, try Maize Tropical Sea Moss today. Wild crafted fruit infused sea moss drinks. Tap in, man. Support. Y'all already know. Commercial break. You also have to like have a good people around you. Somebody that could act as a sounding board. When you're feeling stuck, you could talk to them. Somebody that you could bounce your ideas off of, and not feel so weird about making decisions, I guess, because a lot of people don't have people to talk to, and that makes it so they don't really know. Because this also happens to me sometimes, where I don't really feel comfortable sharing my ideas with people, with certain people, or I guess I feel like certain people won't understand where I'm coming from, and then I have a hard time like making that decision, or like deciding what I want to do, and deciding, or like especially when it comes down to my business, or having a new business idea that I want to run across somebody, and I just feel like they're not, I don't know, I just feel like they won't give me the advice that I want, which is not really a good thing to say, because I should just be wanting the advice that they're giving me instead of wanting advice that I want, which is whatever. But that's just the way it is. I feel like that sometimes. But and just narrow it down. A lot of people say you should write down when you feel anxious and you feel overwhelmed. Write it down from top to bottom, and prioritize them, and then decide which one should I do first, which one is more important, which one is this, which one is that, and then just do it. And always take a deep breath before you make big decisions, because when the brain gets a boost of oxygen, I actually learned this from one of my professors in my public relations class. So yeah, then they say college doesn't teach you anything, right? It does. But just take a deep breath. Always take a deep breath before you make a big decision, before you want to shout at somebody, before you even want to get mad. It gives your brain oxygen, and it makes you think clearer. It makes you think a little bit smoother. But yeah, being indecisive is very big. It's a very big part of our life, and a part of a part of making everyday decisions. A lot of people get stuck on simple stuff, like I do. I get stuck on simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's easier for me to make bigger decisions than it is for me to make the simplest, smallest decision. Like what I want to eat. I always kind of figure it out, because I am also a picky eater, and it's kind of hard sometimes. But I think this has been a good episode. Being indecisive, I think that's gonna be the title. Being indecisive. That's the episode. But yeah, this one has been a good one, guys. Y'all already know this was one of those solo episodes that I'm gonna start getting more into and stuff. And this is your host, Malin. No guest here today, but this is your host, Malin. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. And you already know this is the most unprofessional podcast out there. No set agenda, no set design. We just do it. This podcast is to spark your mind, make you laugh a little, make you wonder about the things in life that you that you thought you knew, but you actually didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Check out our Instagram at the Everything and Anything Pod. Send us a voice message, man. Use that link in the bio to send us a voice message. I would definitely appreciate y'all sending me voice messages so I could add them into my podcast, man. And send me I don't know, anything, whatever y'all think. Just use the link in the Instagram bio. Everything and anything pod. At everything and anything pod. Check out our Instagram. Check out our other last episode. You know what I'm saying? Which is all audio, but check them out. You know what I'm saying? But have a good one. I appreciate y'all. It's the Everything and Anything podcast, the most unprofessional podcast out there. Have a good one. Peace.